The President reiterates that the future of the country cannot be chosen in disregard of historical heritage and culture. Deputy Minister Iranga Gunasekara responds to former President Ranil Wickremesinghe over youth clubs. The Australian Governor-General leaves the island, enhancing bilateral cooperation. Gang violence intensifies in certain areas in Haiti. Yodha Singha and Nadisha win silver medals in India. We now move on to those and other stories in detail, taking a look at local news first. The Grade 5 scholarship examination was conducted successfully at 2,788 centres throughout the island today.
And the Commissioner General of Examinations, Intika Kumari, said at a media briefing that results will be released before the 20th of the next month. The examination, which commenced at 9:30 a.m. ended at 12:15 p.m. A total of 307,959 candidates sat for the exam. The number of Sinhala median candidates was 231,638. There were also 76,313 Tamil medium candidates as well. 991 candidates with special needs also appeared at today's exam. 12 of the candidates sat for the exam using Braille scripts. Commissioner General of Examinations Indika Kumari said that these are very young children. The society must allow them to enjoy their childhood, and it is the collective responsibility to ensure they are not subjected to undue pressure due to the Grade 5 scholarship examination. Each child attempts the exam to be the best to their individual abilities, which naturally vary. She added that therefore it is not proper to compare children, question them about what answers they wrote, or scold or punish them for any wrong answers. The Commissioner General also said that the scholarship exam is just one of many and therefore appealed not to burden them unnecessarily because of this single exam.
According to the Department of Examination, the deadline provided to reapply for the GCE Advanced Level Examination this year for candidates expecting to apply based on the recorrection results of the 2024 GCE A-Level Examination will be over by the midnight of 12th of this month. Accordingly, applications should be forwarded online before the concerned period of time. Meanwhile, the GCE O-Level examination will be held from the 17th to the 26th of February next year. The Department of Examinations added that the concessionary time limit will not be further extended due to any reason. Further information in this regard can be received via the telephone numbers of School Examinations Organising and Results Division of the Department of Examinations. Accordingly, inquiries can be made through 0112 784 208, 0112 784 537, 0112 785 922 and telephone numbers 0113 671 568, 0113 661122 of the online unit of the Department of Examinations. The Department of Examinations, in a communique issued, added that information can be received via fax number 0112 784 422 and hotline number 1911. Commissioner General of Examinations Indika Kumari Liyanage said that arrangements have been made to conduct the GCE A-Level examination on the 10th of November. No extension has been granted since all other activities of the examination will be conducted as per the plan. Meanwhile, the GCE O-Level examination is to commence in February 2026. Commissioner General of Examinations Indika Kumari Liyanage said that the GCE O-Level examination of 2025 will be held in February 17th to the 26th next year. President Anurakumara Disanayaka says that there is no way possible to select the future development path of the country by disregarding the historical heritage and culture.
He further points out that the Sri Dalanda Baligava Perahara festival could be disregarded as a milestone in creating a new nation. The President has made these remarks at a ceremony held yesterday at the President's house in Kandy to signify the conclusion of the Kandy Asala Festival. On this occasion, presentation of financial aid to Devalayas in remote areas by the Asala Perahara Trust in recognition of their services. Presentation of the 20th volume of the magazine titled Pujaniya Dalada Sanskrutiya, compiled by the Cultural Ministry of the Central Province to the President, has also taken place. President Anurukumar Dissanayake said that the country has to re-investigate whether it has become successful as a nation to achieve the benefits of the massive transformations that had taken place in the 20th century. He has inquired the secrecy behind the many states which were below Sri Lanka, surpassing the island nation in the 20th century. That secret is nothing other than the ability to such states to rapidly engulf the 20th century victories into their fold. The tragic fate befallen on Sri Lanka was its failure to grapple with the perplexing problems in order to secure the future. The President also said in some instances, Sri Lanka was unable to safeguard events in its historical heritage. The President added that therefore the nation is now faced with the challenges of creating a future of its own in the 21st century. Sri Lanka should choose a development path that would enable to go to a journey inherent to the Sri Lankan nation. The country has to choose an avenue that enables it to have its own culture based on current advancements in science and technology in the world. President Dissanayake further said that Sri Lanka is engaged in choosing such a path, the historic Asala Festival and Dalada Festival become a crucial turning point. He added that the future could be molded by making historical and festival in this nature becoming more attractive to the people. He said that they believe this unique experience should be incorporated into the life of the people. The President has assured that the political authority will extend its maximum support in fulfilling this objective. Politics should be disregarded and the historic cultural traditions. It is extremely important for the people to distinguish the differences of the government-sponsored contributions and the political agenda. If anybody believes that every sector should come under the political authority, it amounts to blocking the room for self-growth. The President has also extended his heartfelt gratitude to the Mahasangha headed by Mahanayaka Theras of the Balwata and Askiriya chapters, Devada Nilame, Pradeep Nilankadala and Nilames of the four Mahadevalayas for their instinct commitment for the successful conducting of the Kandy annual Asala Perahara festival. Minister Dr. Hiniduma Sunil Senavi and a group were also present.
Deputy Minister of Youth Affairs Zeranga Gunasekara says that the Youth Services Council is in the process of creating a new political culture which gives an added value to the youth throughout the island. The Deputy Minister has made these remarks in response to a statement given by former President Ranil Wickremesinghe today.
Former President Ranil Wickremesinghe said that about 40 years ago, in response to the demands of Sri Lankan youth, he initiated the Youth Society Network. We must all understand that this Youth Society movement should not be politicized. This is something Minister and both groups should come together to protect. If not, this could spiral into a political issue and eventually involve political parties, which would ultimately destroy the Youth Society movement.
The Deputy Minister has reiterated that the responsibility of the present government is to strengthen the youth population politically, economically, socially and culturally. Deputy Minister Ranga Gunasekara said that he wants to inquire from Ranil why he failed to conduct a national conference for 32 years. They did not have any need to do so. He also said Sri Lanka currently has more than 14,008 active Grama Seva divisions. The Deputy Minister added that up to now, they had created youth clubs in more than 12,800 of these divisions. The Deputy Minister said that youth of the country are speedily joining these clubs. Regional and district level conferences have been conducted. The Deputy Minister also said by holding the national conference on the 12th, they are hoping to include youth of the country as leaders. The youth with skills and exceptional abilities are being given opportunities to disassociate the youth club federations as well as the Youth Services Council from the politicization program of Ranil Wickremesinghe and Sajith Premadasa eras. Deputy Minister Gunasekara further said Ranil, Sajith and Namal appear to be seeing bad dreams at night. They find that the younger generation of the country are now joining hands at the bottom of their hearts to construct the Rich Country Beautiful Life program. They are being accorded active partnership under the leadership program. There is no room for the outdated politics. Therefore, this group, including Ranil Wickremesinghe, are now trying to give a wrong social definition to their program, and their tasks are not a challenge to the government. He also recalled how the splintered opposition using several media groups is engaged in several rounds of agitations. However, only a small group of youth who were involved in Ranil Wickremesinghe's political work joined this alliance. Ranil, Namal and Sajid should be given the youth give the youth an opportunity by setting aside politics.
The National Youth Summit will be held on the 12th of this month at Sugathadasa Indoor Stadium in Colombo under the leadership of President Anura Kumar Dissanayake. Deputy Minister Eranga Gunasekara expressed his views at a special media briefing held today. Deputy Minister Eranga Gunasekara pointed out that it is a responsibility politically to empower the young generation of the country. Young leaders of the country are being presented now after a gap of 32 years. This cannot be turned as a mere political process, but is expected to introduce a young leadership group in all areas, including environment, society, economy and the culture.
We now move on to several development news. Renovation of Mahakanadara Canal of about 15 kilometers in length, which carries water from Mahakanadarawa to tanks in Rambava area, has commenced. A large number of residents joined the occasion, attended by parliamentarian Susantakumara Navaratna. Parliamentarian Susantakumara Navaratna said that 33,500 million rupees has been allocated this year for the Mahayala project in the North Central province. Another 500 million rupees has also been allocated this year to modernize the Mahakanadarawa canal from Eruvava. Deputy Minister of Lands and Irrigation, Susil Ranasinghe, inaugurated the renovation of the main canal of Southern Bank of Minneria project Vari Mahima Ape Urumaya program. An amount of 77 million rupees is expected to be spent for this project. Deputy Minister Susil Ranasinghe said that the government is entrusted with the challenge of developing agriculture in this country, and the government is fulfilling it. The present government has taken up the challenge since it has not fulfilled earlier, he added. The access road to Yatavatta Hulangala tourist zone in Matale is to be carpeted and developed. Deputy Minister Gamagedara Dissanayake commenced the project. A distance of about 2 kilometers from Nikagolla to Selagama is to be carpeted and developed. Discussion was held recently to review the progress of grants received for Matara district for the year 2025 from the Southern Provincial Council under the Southern Province Development Programme. Chairman of the District Coordination Committee, Matara, Minister Sunil Handunethi, chaired the meeting held at the District Secretariat office. Minister Sunil Handunethi observed that an amount of 2,047 million rupees has been allocated for 1,034 projects in 2025. It has been planned to complete all projects by the 30th of September.
A marathon race was conducted in Arugambe, Portugal, with the objective of promoting the tourist sector in the country today. The event was organized by the Arugambe Tourism Development League. The marathon event was restricted to 21 kilometers. DW Ratnaike has won the men's event, and the second place was secured by Kalanajai Vikrama and the third place by German national Midi Zedem. Winner of the women's division was Swiss national Alexandra Beige, and Netherlands national Leonie has secured the second place, and the third place was clinched by Swiss national Elena. Around 350 locals and foreign competitors took part in these events. Winners of the competition were provided with cash prizes and medals.
I'm Alexandra from Switzerland. I just finished the half marathon here in Arugambe. Very exhausting, but such a nice experience. I saw monkeys crossing the street. I saw elephants. What a way to run. It's just so nice that like so many people come together for a good cause, for the children's education. So I'm very happy that I could be part of it.
I came here because some of my friends are running the half marathon and the 10K as well. So obviously I came here for supporting. We all came for Arugambe for this race. And it was very nice.
I thought it was like a really cool experience to run about half a marathon. So I enjoyed it, but it was really tough.
Well, we will be back with more local stories after a break.
Radio Sri Lanka.
Welcome back with more local stories. The Australian Governor-General Samantha Joy Mostyn, accompanied by her delegation, left the island this morning, concluding a successful 3-day official visit to Sri Lanka at the invitation of the President Anurukumara Dissanayake.
During her stay, Governor-General Mostyn held bilateral discussions with President Dissanayake and Prime Minister Dr. Harini Amarasuriya. The talks focused on further strengthening cooperation between Australia and Sri Lanka, as well as exploring opportunities to expand areas of collaboration for the mutual benefit of both nations. While in Sri Lanka, Governor-General Mostyn also toured various regions of the country and visited several Australian-supported projects in Bandaragama, Mirissa and Valigama. Minister of Science and Technology, Professor Krishant Abesena, and a group of officials from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs were present at the airport to see her off. Three mobile health clinic vehicles were presented to Sri Lanka under the Australian and United Nations People's Fund to strengthen reproduction health service in the country. Governor-General of Australia Samantha Joy Mostyn has presided over the ceremony held in this connection at the Southern Provincial Council Health Ministry. In parallel to this event, sanitary and reproductive health supply safety kits introduced by the United Nations Population Fund for women and girls were presented.
In this role, we have only had 2 women as Governors General in a history of 28 Governors General. So the role of women as leaders, the gender equality that defines how we show up and we understand the issues of those often left behind, can sometimes be as obvious as women in leadership position. And I was very, very privileged just this week to meet with your Prime Minister, also a woman, and to meet with many of the women who are leading the discussions that bring us to this moment. The Mayor of Colombo is a young woman. There are women in your parliaments. There are women who dominate in your health provision services. We have been deep friends, Australia and Sri Lanka, for almost 80 years. This is one of the most important national relationships that we have. We share many things. We share values particularly, and values about care and kindness. Australians believe in Sri Lanka. It's a very simple statement, but to have a belief in another nation is far greater than just talking about the friendship. It means that there is a depth to the relationship and a commitment from us and a responsibility to show up when there are issues and matters that we can help with.
Minister Dhammika Patamati says that the government is committed to enhance economic development by following the policies pertaining to the environment as outlined in the policy statement of A Thriving Nation, A Beautiful Life. He was participating in an intellectual forum conducted in Colombo yesterday. The dialogue was conducted under the theme The Sustenance of Economic and Environmental Development. The event was organized by the Sinhala service of the Chinese media group. The issue of engaging in economic development by managing environmental conditions was discussed on this occasion. A group of intellectuals connected to the environmental sector has attended the discussion. Minister Dhammika Patamati said that the theme in the sustainable biosphere and an evergreen life is based upon 10 principles on the environmental policy. The environmental program is been implemented giving prominence to environmental safety, engaging in environmentally friendly productions and the environmentally good governance. Professor Samit Hettige of the University of Kuala Lumpur said that man himself has given a color code to the economy. The brown economy is based on earning revenue by destroying the environment. He added that the people in China, even at present, implementing a green, blue and an orange economy. The combination of these concepts safeguard the culture and tourism industry as well as the economy. Senior environmental specialist and national environmental policy planner Gamini Subasinghe said that Sri Lanka has formulated many policies and legal procedures to safeguard equilibrium through Paris Agreement and regional cooperation. Director General of the Geological Survey and Mining Bureau, Senior Geologist Deepani Veerakorn, said that Sri Lanka is abundant with commercial resources including mineral sands, graphites and exotic stones. When these items are being exported as raw material, the country does not derive a high income. In any value addition in made, quality would be enhanced and lead to a technological development. And let's move on to some more local news items in brief. A sub-inspector of police attached to the Verugala police station in Gampaha has commenced a suicide by shooting himself with the official firearm at the same police station. 54-year-old sub-inspector is said to be a married person and a resident of Urapala area in Athanagalla. The reason for committing suicide has not been revealed so far. A boat at Gold Fisheries Harbour caught fire early in the morning today, and the Navy police along with the fire brigade unit tried to extinguish the fire, while according to the police about 4 multi-day fishing vessels have been destroyed by the fire. A suspect has been taken into custody along with a stock of heroin narcotic worth about 150,000 rupees by the officials of the Kalutara Crimes Division. It has been revealed that there was an accomplice of a member of an organized crime gang which conducted heroin smuggling on easy cash method for a number of areas in the around Kalutara and Vanaharing in Dubai. A stock of 3,000 gas cookers and a number of other items about to be issued to the market, branded as imported products after being imported separately and assembled from Grand Pass area in Colombo recently. The raid has been conducted as per information received by the Consumer Affairs Authority. The concerned store has been sealed and further investigations are being conducted. The new Chamber of Commerce was established recently at the Cooperative Holiday Resort in Nuvarelia. Media person Douglas Danakara has been appointed the first chairman of it. The objective is to empower businessmen and industrialists of the Nuvarelia district and to direct them to the market locally and internationally. Anjali Hinatigala, who won the Miss Teen Tourist International 2025 pageant held in the Philippines, returned to the island in the afternoon today. Her parents along with a group of others were present at the Katunaika International Airport premises to welcome her.
The new administrative building of Deolapalasa Police Station in Uva Province was inaugurated yesterday. A sum of 18 million rupees has been spent for the construction of the building. The inauguration of the building was conducted under the leadership of the Minister of Public Security and Parliamentary Affairs, Ananda Vijaypala, and Inspector General of Police, Attorney at Law, Priyantha Veerasurya. The main objective of this project is to streamline and widen the services rendered by police to the public. The Deolapalasa Police Station was in operation since 2021 in a private building on lease basis with minimum facilities. Parallel to the opening of the new administrative building, the modern physical training unit was also inaugurated by the acting IGP. Minister Ananda Vijaypala, participating in the inauguration ceremony, stated that since the government has been able to develop an economic stability in all spheres in the country during the last 8 months, the government will be able to provide a host of special concessions to the people in the 2026 budget. He stressed that while developing all areas of a country, it is also essential to create a law-abiding and just society at the same time. Minister of Public Security and Parliamentary Affairs, Ananda Vijaypala, said that an economic stability has been developed in all areas during the past 8 months by the government. The government hopes to provide special concessions in the 2026 budget to the people of this country. Economic prosperity can be provided to a country, but if the rule of law fails, special attention has to be paid to that aspect, he added. A country with social justice and rule of law has to be created, and if not so, all other achievements will fail. Although majority of the country performs their duty honestly, the picture of overall honesty is not so satisfactory, the minister pointed out. He added that police department will be converted into an extremely effective department with the assistance from the Secretary of the Ministry and the Inspector General of Police. The acting IGP also expressed his views on this occasion, attending a special media briefing. Acting IGP Attorney at Law Priyantha Veerasurya pointed out that crimes were not reported on certain occasions in the history, but any crime will not be spared without reporting by the police now. Criminals were safeguarded politically in the past, and their activities were not allowed to be reported too. The police also was silent regarding the criminals in the past, but now the situation has changed completely. The public have several methods to provide information, and offences by officials can be reported via WhatsApp during this week and online also. A methodology is also in place where the public can report incidents in this regard. A video of incidents not only in traffic offences but regarding other offences can be forwarded by the public. The police has designed and introduced a new app for this purpose, which is extremely popular. Relevant action is now being taken in this regard, he pointed out. Well, that's it on local stories. We'll be back with news overseas.
Welcome back with your international stories. The Haiti government announces a 3-month state of emergency in several parts of the country as it is battling surging the gang violence.
Government claims a move aims to boost fight against insecurity as armed gangs continue to carry out attacks across the country. The measure will cover the West Center and Artibonite departments, the latter of which is known as Haiti's rice basket and has experienced an increase in attacks by armed groups in recent months. In a statement, the government said the state of emergency would allow the Haitian authorities to continue the fight against insecurity and respond to the agricultural and food crisis. Haiti has reeled from years of violence as powerful armed groups, often with ties to the country's political and business leaders, have vied for influence and control of territory. But the situation worsened dramatically after the July 2021 assassination of President Jovenel Moïse, which created a power vacuum. Nearly 1.3 million people have been displaced across the country, the International Organization for Migration said in June. We now move on to sports news. Sri Lanka won 2 silver medals at the Bronze Division Championship of the World Athletics Continental Tour today.
The medals were in men's 100-meter events and women's javelin throw event, and the championship is being held in India. Sri Lanka short distance champion Shamod Yodhasinghe participated in the final event of the men's 100 meters. He won the second spot in the event with a timing of 10.43 seconds. Malaysian sprinter Mohamed Azam with a timing of 10.35 seconds won the event, while Danish Iftikhar, also from Malaysia, won the third place with a clocking of 10.50 seconds.
It looks like he's clutching at his groin there. He's wearing long tights in 30-degree heat, so I think he's twanged something. And he didn't realise it until after the finish line, so I don't think it to improve on.
Nadisha Lekamge with a distance of 55.96 meters in the women's javelin throw event secured the second spot. Rani Annu of India won the event, while Deepika, also from India, became the third of the event.
Sri Lankan rugby team won the runners-up title of the Under-20 Asian 7-a-side men's rugby tournament today. They lost to Hong Kong 33-0 in the finals. In the tournament held in India, Sri Lanka qualified for the semi-finals unbeaten, reaching the semi-finals today in the morning against Chinese team, which was in the second spot from Group B. Sri Lanka won the match 26 points to 17 and qualified for the finals. Sri Lanka lost in the finals to Hong Kong 33-0.
There's celebrations there. Look at that jump. And look at that celebration. Wow. Men's category. And the whistle's been blown. Sri Lanka start proceedings here with that kick.
I'm Nicole. William Stubbings, and there goes the hooter, and he's running away with it. And will that be the final try of the match? And it is. Hong Kong, China are the champions of.
Meanwhile, in the women's rugby tournament of the same championship, Sri Lanka women's rugby team was able only to secure the 7th position by winning the match against Nepal 24 points to 12.
She's running away with it. She's running and running. It's the foot races on. Surely the first 7 points for Sri Lanka. Job well done.
And with that, we conclude tonight news. Do it just tomorrow at the very same time. I'm Charita signing off with Sharifa. Stay safe and good night.
Good night.